Hi friends, I want you to be the 1% who rule the online world by publishing their content, creating their profile, sharing their views online, creating LinkedIn pools, and presenting wonderful tweets, having their presence in Facebook, having their business pages in Facebook, and having their own website and for their businesses. And I'm Joel John, YouTube blogger and founder of socialmediaforyou.com. You can check the below lines for spelling, and also you can click on the description and see click on the link, and you can directly visit the website. And the main purpose of this video is to invite you all to have your online presence and also to introduce my socialmediaforyou.com. And we offer all the services, maybe your profile creation, ranking your website and everything. But before that, we can also look at the how this online world is, and where you are and where you have to be acknowledged by others. So you may be an service provider, consultant, teacher, an influencer who wants to rule the world in social media, or who wants to introduce or influence other people. Or you may be a person who looks for business or exposure only around your area. This online world gives you the chance of doing advertising only within your pin code limits, so that your presence will be felt on your surrounding area, so that you will get your prospects and clients from your nearby pin codes. So that kind of advantage is there in this social media promotions. So now I talked about an internet rule where only 1% of them are ruling the internet. Why not others? And we will first discuss about the general rule. The rule goes like this: it's 1%, 9%, and 90%. 1% are those who rule. They are the publishers. They create the content and they publish it on the website. Or you could also be a person who has a website and get the content from content writer. If you don't know the art of content writing, or if you don't know the art of profile creation or having your presence on social media, I will strongly recommend you to hear the advice of a consultant until you get to trained up to do it by yourself. The reason is, online is like a ocean. Even though if you are a 1% out of the 100, think how much of millions of people are using this online world. So to get a presence, it's always good to start with a proper consulting and a guidance from a proper consultant like me. And also you can check for my videos in my YouTube channel. I will give the relevant video playlist on the description, but it should be customized for you. That's the reason I always say it should be a one-on-one communication. And now, as per the rule, the 1% of them are publishing and ruling the world. And another one important thing is, whether you write a blog, you create a content for your website, it should be unique. There is something called as plagiarism. What is this? If your content is already published from other website, most of them do this mistake. They type their keywords and see which of them have the maximum reach, which of them are having the ranking. They put the same thing. What will happen is, your the search engines will rank your content down, rank your website down, rank your blog down, saying that it's a copy, it's a plagiarism. So you have to have the art of rewriting it and doing the plagiarism check. There are a lot of tools for that online, because as I told you, it's a ocean. You cannot go and check on each website, but like the search engine does, you can use an online tool to say check for plagiarism. That's when people also believe. People think, oh, in this many websites, these many topics, these many keywords, how could it find? But for in online, it's just fraction of minutes. That's how fast the computers are and the internet world is. So okay, fine. And now the next 9% is called as active engagers, and the next leftover 90 are called as lurkers. They are those who listen and learn from the valuable content you post. And now let's talk about the next 9%. These are the people. If the 1% publish tweets, the 9% retweets. If the 1% creates a profile, this 9% actively participate and actively give their inputs, and also share this to their connects, so that others also get participate. What this rest 90% people do, they wait for the poll to get over and they look for the results. So this is how the world does. This is how it's operating right from the days online has started. I want you to change it, but still, the same thing will happen. 1% of them will contact me, or 1% of them will contact some other consultant, and try to become get into the ruling world. And again, the 9% of them would have shared it, they would have started speaking to their friends about it, but when it comes to action, they won't do that. And the next 90%, okay, let's Joel has said some playlist at the last, let's just watch that. Why we have to have such a great presence in social media? It's okay because we need audience as well, but still, if you want to get benefited out of ads, if you want to get benefited out of influencing, maybe you like to become a social reformer, you want to run an NGO, you want to become an actor or actress, or you want to become a comedian, musician, or you want to become a yoga master, or you have a saloon where you want to introduce yourself to the people on your area, or you have a decoration store, you have a makeup store, makeup room, makeup office, or I'm sorry, I misheard the name. You are a makeup artist and you do only in a limited area, then go with the pin codes. Like that, to segment and advertise, to segment and target people on social media, to increase the view of your website on your area, your circle. So all these things, you need an expert to guide you. Agreed that there is expenditure, but still, that's when you go on a proper reach. Or else you have to get into the direct field, and you have to learn. If you have enough time to take care of your work as well as your social media services as well, then you can very well do it on your own. You can learn and do it. That's a great thing. That's where you rule by yourself. And now, coming again back to the 9% people, please kindly share my video as well, and give a thumbs up, and subscribe, wait for the bell icon, press it, and enable all notification, so that you can actively engage with my video as well. So now I have told you about this process, how it flows on various social media, made it's on a website or on a social media account like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. There are so many WhatsApp chat groups, and lots of them are there. The first thing you have to do is you have to create a chat group. If you create and if you become an admin, you are on the 1% of the crowd who rules, because you frame the rules whether you alone have to post or everyone can post. When you allow some other people, you add up some other people, and you want everyone to post, you will be in a situation to also check whether the poster underline on the control, whether some people are again repeatedly posting the same content and disturbing other, then you have to remove them. So all these corrective actions. So the 9%, again, the active engagers who do it properly, they are the 9% people. You need them on the crowd as well. But and still you have the 90% people who are very much interested on watching what's going to be published, how what knowledge we can gain from this WhatsApp group, what the benefit we can take out of it. These 90% group should be benefited. That's on the hands of these 1% rulers, who actively create the content, who produce the resources for them. So that's where the major role comes in. So that's why we say that they rule the internet. And now I welcome you, all of you, to rule. How you can do it is, you find out a common theme, common niche, where you can get a collective group, or you as an individual can create a social media profile. I will say it's required for everybody, because all of you use Naukri and Monster. I will always say, whenever a person says that I search for job, I will say, do you have your profile on Naukri or Monster? If you want it to be global, if you want to come across the world, then you have to step into LinkedIn. And you have country specific websites as well, where we can reach outside India for searching for overseas jobs. And so those kinds of knowledge you have to get about the online media. You have to do a Google search, and you have to verify your information with your friends, whether it is true, whether it is authenticate information we are getting, and then you have to proceed with that. But another one place where you can look for a job hunt, where talents and job seekers meet, is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is an excellent place where you can do a target marketing as well. If you want to reach the topmost person, if you want to reach a person by designation, LinkedIn is the source. What's the advantage for me to be a job seeker or a job searcher on LinkedIn than on other things like Naukri or Monster? Is here you have a chance to know the person who is going to interview you before you go for an interview. And even on Naukri Monster, when the consultants call you, or you have the option to call and speak to the HR consultant, you have a chance to have a communication with them. But will you be able to find who else are working on that same company? One main complaint I came across during this lockdown or after this is the companies are giving lot of offers, but they are not realistic. Why? You don't do a proper check of the people who already work there. Where to find them? LinkedIn. Not only your interviewers, your boss, your someone on your role will be on LinkedIn. Find them out, check with them how is this company, or they what are the conditions they have for you to get the benefits, how the work culture is, does it requires over hours of working. That's one complaint, because people, the management were saying it's work from home, work for long hours, but the people are saying after 8 hours I am tired, I can't. So those kinds of things, if the company itself has an 8 hour work culture, you won't even get into the problem. So even if you are an individual, get into LinkedIn. So social media presence is very important, and also your continue your friendship with WhatsApp groups. I come across people who say that I will always check with them. People say that I am unable to get a job. Did you check with your colleagues in your previous company? Did you check with your college mates? Or can you forward my job specific playlist to your WhatsApp group? They say that we don't have one. We had one. I missed out the mobile, and so I didn't. I'm not still in connect with them. So don't be losers. You could be a lurker, but not a loser. So always be active on that part. Take down the number of your admins. Take down the number of your close group people mobile numbers on a paper, on a diary, so that you can contact them and again get into the groups. So these are some of my suggestions, and for entrepreneurs and influencers, you can always take call to my WhatsApp number. Others also, you can feel free to have a chat with me, and we can for business owners, we can come up with business profiles in social media. And also, if you are okay with if your business is reasonably big and you want to have a internet website presence as well, I can do that as well for you. But I mainly focus on social media and social media advertising. Even if you build a website, you have to again promote your website, and getting ranked on website is harder than getting ranked on social media. So I will give you the complete knowledge about this if you can text me on WhatsApp. And thank you very much for listening for this many time. And it's your Joel John J signing off from you. Bye.